Today we start new topic, Argand's diagram, that is a representation of complex number on plane. So we called complex plane also. Now see, a complex number z equals to x plus iy, where xy belongs to R and I equals to square root of -1 is expressed as a point in the plane. So this complex number we write in the form of point whose coordinate are order pair. So we know that when we represent a point on graph, we write the order pair Jean Robert Argand used the one-to-one correspondence between a complex number and the point in the plane. That means Robert Argand used one-to-one correspondence. That means x coordinate as a real part and y coordinate as a imaginary part. So we called here one-to-one correspondence. Let z equals to x plus iy be a complex number. Then the point p of xy represent the complex number z equals to x plus iy. That means if complex number is z equals to x plus iy, then this x and y, if we write in order pair, that is point. So see figure 1.2, that is x plus iy, we write in order pair, that is xy. So this type of concept you already use while plotting a point on a graph. That is when you have to draw a graph for a given equation of line, you take x equals to some values, then you get the value of y, and using that coordinate you plot a line. So here x equals to real of z is represent on x axis, so x axis is called real axis. So you represent x coordinate on capital X axis, so x is called a real axis. Similarly, y equals to imaginary of z is represented on y axis, so the y axis is called imaginary axis. Here complex number z equals to x plus iy, and we represent that point in the form of order pair p of xy. So we write z as p of xy, and so the distance of this x coordinate from this origin O is x equals to real of z, and from this x axis is imaginary of z. So this is Argand diagram. So this x axis is called real axis and this y axis is called imaginary axis. So from above discussion, a diagram which represents complex numbers by points in a plane with reference to the real and imaginary axis is called Argand's diagram on or complex plane. Means when we represent a complex number by writing it in order pair and representing that order pair with the help of x-axis and y-axis, that is with the help of real axis and imaginary axis, then that plotting of a point is nothing but Argand's diagram or complex plane. So we take some examples how to write the complex number in the form of order pair or in the form of point. Suppose given complex number is 1 plus 2i, then this is value of x, or we can say this is value of x coordinate and this 2 is the value of y coordinate. So this 1 plus 2i is complex number which we write in the form of order pair, that is point. So we write 1 plus 2i as 1 2. Now see second, minus 4 plus 3i we can write in order pair or in the form of point as -4, 3. Similarly, third example 0, 0, that means origin. So we write 0 plus 0i as 0, 0. Fourth example 5 plus 0i we write in the form of point as 5, 0. So we know that when y coordinate is 0, then that point lie on x-axis. When x coordinate is 0, then that point lie on y-axis. So see next example, fifth, 0, -1. That means this point lie on negative y-axis because here y coordinate is negative. Then last, -2, -2i. So this point lie in third quadrant. So we write that in order pair as -2, -2. Now next concept is modulus of z. If z equals to a plus ib is complex number, then the modulus of z denoted by modulus of z or r is defined as modulus of z equals to under root a square plus b square. So this we discuss by using the figure 1.3. Point P of AB represent the complex number z equals to a plus ib. That means we consider here complex number z equals to a plus ib, which we represented by P of AB, that is in the form of point. So we write here r is equals to modulus of z equals to under root a square plus b square, that is OP. That means here we use simply distance formula, that is distance of a point P from origin. Now see here a representation of this point P and distance of point P from origin. Now we consider a point P with coordinate AB, because we consider here complex number z equals to a plus ib. So this distance a is distance of this point P from this y-axis, that is distance on x-axis, and this b y coordinate, that is value of b, that is the distance of this point P on this y-axis, because b is y coordinate. Now when we calculate this distance OP, that we represented by r and which we call modulus of z, so we represent it also by mod of z. Now you can use here distance formula to calculate the length of OP. You know the distance formula. This OP equals to under root x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Here coordinate of origin is 0, 0. So we write here this OP equals to under root 0 minus a its bracket square, that is minus a square. Square of minus is positive, so we write here a square, and 0 minus b, that is minus b square. So the square of minus b is again positive, so we write here this OP is equals to a square plus b square, or you can use here Pythagoras theorem also, because this is right angle triangle. This OMP is right angle triangle, so by using right angle triangle you can find the value of r, that is modulus of z. Hence modulus of z is the distance of point P from the origin, where the point P represent the complex number z in the plane. So modulus means the distance of that point P from the origin. Now see example for z equals to 4 plus 3i. So we have to find the modulus of this z. So we write here modulus of z equals to mod of z equals to, so by using the formula under root a square plus b square, Here value of A is 4, value of B is 3. So we write here in root 4 square plus 3 square, that is 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, 16 plus 9 25. So we get the modulus of Z, square root of 25 is 5. So in this way we can find modulus of a given complex number, that is distance of that point or distance of that complex number from the origin. Now see here, we consider here Z equals to 4 plus 3i, and this 4 is, if we write in coordinate form, 4 is the x coordinate and 3 is the y coordinate. So we represent this P as 4 3. Now when we represent that point on graph or on plane, so that point P at a distance 4 unit on x-axis and 3 unit on y-axis. So we represent P as 4 3, and when we calculate the distance of that point P from O, that is distance of complex number from origin, that is R. So this is modulus, value of R is the modulus of that complex number. Then argument of Z. Argument of Z is nothing but the inclination of that point P when we join with O, that is inclination of OP with positive x-axis. So see here, OP makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis. Theta is called the argument or amplitude of the complex number Z equals to A plus IB, denoted by argument of Z. Now see here diagrammatically. Here we draw same diagram. Here this point P, when we join with origin, this OP is making angle theta with this positive x-axis. So the inclination of this OP with positive axis is the argument of that complex number. So theta is equals to argument of Z. Now how to calculate argument of Z we discuss. Here we know that sin theta equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. Now here we consider theta, this is opposite side, OP is hypotenuse and this OM is adjacent side in triangle OPM. This is right angle triangle because we draw perpendicular from P on OX at M. So this OMP is right angle triangle. So we use the concept for sine ratio, sin theta equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. Here opposite is B and hypotenuse is R. So we write B upon R, and R not equals to 0, because when R equals to 0, that means this point P and origin at same position. So we use this concept when R not equals to 0. So from this we can write B equals to R sin theta. So when we transfer this R to left hand side, we get B equals to R sin theta. Similarly we calculate cos theta. So cos theta equals to adjacent upon hypotenuse. So we use here adjacent as A and hypotenuse as R. So we write A by R. So from this we write A equals to R cos theta. So this value of B and value of A in terms of R and theta are called polar coordinate also. So by using this two, B equals to R sin theta and A equals to R cos theta, when we divide these two, sin theta upon cos theta is tan theta. So we write tan theta, R get cancelled, and here we get B by A. Or you can directly write tan theta from the diagram also, because we know that tan theta is equals to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is B, adjacent is A. So we write tan theta equals to B by A and A not equals to 0. When we calculate the value of this angle theta, that value is the argument of that complex number. So when we transfer this tan to right hand side, we write that as tan inverse. So we get here theta equals to tan inverse of b by a, and this value of theta is nothing but the argument of z. Now next topic is polar form of a complex number. So let the complex number z equals to a plus ib be represented by the point p of ab. See figure 1.4. So here we represent z equals to a plus ib. So we write that in the form of order pair ab. When we write in the form of ab, that is Cartesian form. When we write that in terms of theta and r, then that is polar coordinate form. So consider the diagram. Let measure of angle XOP equals to theta. This XOP we consider theta, that is tan inverse b by a, and length of OP equals to r. This length of OP equals to r, which is under root a square plus b square. Then p of r theta are called the polar coordinate of p. When we write this AB in terms of r and theta, that we already solve, b equals to r sin theta and a equals to r cos theta. That means this is x coordinate, a equals to r cos theta is x coordinate, and b equals to r sin theta is y coordinate. So we write this a and b in terms of r sin theta and r cos theta. So we write here as a equals to r cos theta, b equals to r sin theta. Therefore z equals to a plus ib becomes, when we replace this a by r cos theta and this b by r sin theta, then this is polar coordinate form. So take r common. So we write z equals to r in bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. This is called polar form of the complex number z equals to a plus ib. Now see next topic, exponential form. It is known and can be proved using special series that e raised to the power I theta can be written as cos theta plus I sin theta. Therefore z equals to a plus ib equals to r cos theta plus I sin theta. So we write z equals to a plus ib in exponential form as r into e raised to the power I theta, where r equals to modulus of z and theta is equals to argument of z, is called exponential form of the complex number. So you will clear all the concept, argument of z, modulus of z, and exponential form and polar coordinate form with the help of examples that we will solve from exercise.